long it takes this time. I like to look. I like to use the counter to see how long that StreamYard
Yeah,
is lagging.
we got chatty there, and I forgot to actually set up the my video on my phone. So you can watch theirs. It says we're live, so I'm assuming we're live. So hi everybody.
I just got the notification, so let's see if it's
Okay,
true.
well, we've already got some people, so that's nice. Thank you for those of you who are joining in for the live sale. Always nice to did not know what was going to happen tonight because this is new. We've got Beth, we've got me, and we are on the tail end of the August Huckster Hop. So thanks for hopping on. Hopefully, if you're here, you knew about the Huckster Hop because the notification just went out. So unless you were sitting on your computer watching for it, you would not know that we were going to be here. So this is if anyone has not actually seen Beth before, this is Beth from Carolina Princess Sweet Treats and Pretties. Hi, Beth.
Yeah.
So she came up with this idea. It's been going on 2 years now, I think, where we have
Thought about it. I came up with it, and I was like, man, I'm done with that.
yeah. So we did. Hey, so we've got Thrifting in the Holler. Thanks for joining. So this going on about 2 years, and we've alternated between the two of us. We alternate hosting the hop, and we each pick different people. Sometimes they overlap. Sometimes they're different between the 2 months. Hi, Karen. And I will just say from my own personal experience, because I have not been as active on YouTube, this has been one of the few things that's kept me active. So again, thank you, Beth. But because I had kind of drifted away, hey, Joan, because I drifted away, I fell outside of the YouTube algorithm. Even when I do a video, it doesn't get a lot of exposure. So I've been struggling a little bit, even with the drop sales. I think the format has kind of gotten a little bit more common. A lot of people are doing them. A lot of people are doing collaborations. So we just mixed things up this month. And I did it kind of late in the game. So even though I grabbed 4 people to do the drop sale, I'd hoped all 4 of us could do the live sale, but I didn't make it conditional. So unfortunately, Dee and Vinny, who were part of the drop sale, could not actually join us for the live portion. But we're still going to be here, and we're still going to see what their channel is and see what they've got on offer, and maybe still help them claim some items. But so yeah, a little bit different. So again, I'm Patrick, trustee Huckster Mercantile. Hi, Net. Thanks for joining us at the tail end of the Huckster Hop. And Beth, I'll go ahead and let you do a formal introduction of yourself.
Well, hey, y'all. My name is Beth, and my channel is Carolina Princess Sweet Treats and Pretties. It's really long, I know. But I love collaborating with Patrick. When we started doing the drop sales, and I was like, hey, Patrick, I think this would be really fun. Why don't you join me? We didn't know it was going to just keep going and keep going. But we've had a great time doing it and switching off, who hosts, and you get to pick different people and things of that nature. So typically I have the harebrained ideas, but this time it was Patrick's harebrained idea, and I'm down for it. I mean, we'll try anything. I like to have a good time and collaborate with my YouTube friends and get to chat here on YouTube with everybody. I'm also on Instagram and Facebook. Facebook is the same name, and Instagram is just shortened to @SweetTreatsAndPretty. So I'd love for you to follow me on all platforms.
Excellent. All right. So thanks so much for everyone for joining us. So if you're here just randomly because you got the notification, welcome. For the past 2 hours, there have been 4 videos that have been dropping. Beth kicked things off at 6 p.m. Eastern and had her drop sale, pre-recorded drop sale video. And then Vintage Vinny did a drop sale and video, and then Dee from Thrill of Thrift. And then I dropped one about a half an hour ago. And what we are now doing in the live sale portion is just a traditional live sale. The only twist is what we're selling is what did not sell in the videos. So it's kind of like a second chance. So if you didn't get a chance to watch the videos, you just got home from work, whatever the case, you did not have a chance to watch any of those. Some things that we've been following, even for Dee and for Vinny, because even though they can't be here, we're still going to do our best to support their channel for being a part of the hop. Some things have already been claimed, so hopefully you weren't waiting for the live sale to claim anything. And I even just sold something when I just checked. So we will just be highlighting a couple of things that have not sold. And if you want to claim them here, you are welcome to claim them. If you claim from Dee and from Vinny, we will just type the thing in there saying that you did claim them. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. We appreciate any feedback, what you like about the formats, what you like about drop sale formats. Beth will be hosting the next one. We alternate between us. The date has been set, September 26th, and I know that Beth has some ideas of maybe changing it up. We'll see. I pin her to that because it's still in development. But again, we want to mix things up a little bit and just see what works, because we want to be interesting and creative.
Yeah, and at the end, I'll actually ask those who are sticking around to the end. I'm going to ask your feedback on the ideas that I have, because if it sounds like a great idea, but it's not conducive to people who have time to watch or are willing to watch, then we need to come up with something else. Because at the end of the day, we produce content, we do live sales and everything for our viewers and our customer base, and we need to tailor what we do to suit you guys. So I will say that Karen Kay, I know she was watching while she was driving home. She actually does. But there was a set from Dolores at Miss Dam Jewelry that included a beautiful brooch and a trinket box, and she did not wait for the live sale. She wanted to make sure that she got that piece. So I was going to spotlight that to show you what she claimed. And that is this embroidered top. So it is an embroidered top, and it does have the plastic coating there. It is a little porcelain or ceramic glazed trinket box, but in true Dolo fashion. She got a beautiful 2-inch gold tone. It's like a faux howlite. It's just a huge brooch, just a huge brooch. So she got this whole set tonight. And it went for like $14. So she did not
Dolores
wait for
always
the
has such
live.
amazing prices.
I know. I know. I'm not going to do any more sales with her. I'm just kidding.
Makes us look
So
bad.
yeah. So she got a great deal on that, and so that item is claimed and off the table for tonight. Hey, Miss Sylvia, how are you? I know she said she's super excited. I bet. And yes, Patrick did have a ton of great jewelry. Those lots
I had
are
to try and
awesome.
compete against Dolores. So if anyone, and Mickey from Thrifting in the Holler, Mickey made a comment, kind of passing comment, that she's still watching the video while this is live. That's the downside to trying to plan this out, and that's why I purposely put myself as the most recent one, because it's possible you won't have the time to have finished my video by the time I've gone live. But I'm the host, so I'm more than willing to do that, and people can still watch the videos later. We do sell things on replays later. So it's just one of these ideas, like, hey, we'll just see how many people show up. I had Crafty Jackie claimed one of my bracelet lots, and I think, if I remember correctly and how I recorded, I think she actually claimed the very first lot. So it's like, it's this whole idea that you've got to watch the video and then go back and claim, and then watch the video and go back and claim. It's a little bit fussy if you want to claim a lot. But I did purposely, if you've watched my videos in the past, I did a haul video a week or two ago. I had a great opportunity of picking up a jewelry lot, a mixed box lot at an auction. I got super low prices on everything. And so I'm like, you know what? It'll take me forever to sell them piece by piece. So that's how those great lots came together. And I was like, oh, this one could be $12. This lot could be $15. I'm like, yeah, screw it. Everything's just $10. We're just everything's $10. It's just going to make it super simple.
Dee did that with her purses. She had a flat price. Yep. Hers were all $16, I believe. She had some beautiful.
And she had some beautiful handbags. I absolutely. Yeah. And I really like themed sales. I know one time I tried to do the drop sales, the drop sale hop. I wanted to do a theme, but the problem is not everyone specializes in the same areas. So I think we did successfully do a holiday themed one, where we didn't specify what the holiday was. So everyone just kind of did something holiday. And I think everyone had enough to do that. But if you do a jewelry sale, or if you do a textile sale, or you do a ephemera sale, not everyone does that stuff. And so it already, like, this being summer, a bunch of people I asked to participate this month, they just couldn't do it. They're like, I can't commit. I'm taking the month off. I'm traveling. I'm on vacation. My kids go back to school. And I get it. So the fact we do them every month, hopefully people can join later. Thanks, Chad. Thanks for joining us. I don't think I said hi. I might have said hi to Karen. I don't think I said hi to Sylvia and Sandra. So thank you both for joining. So do you want to highlight something, Beth, that you have not sold and see if you want to try and sell it here?
Sure. I'm going to start with a piece of jewelry since you've been talking about it. Y'all, I picked this piece because I was actually going to wear it. I've been making a habit of trying to wear some of the pieces. And I work in a school. So there's a lot of people that wear jewelry there. And I've actually worn some pieces, and they know that if I'm wearing a piece other than my cross, they always ask, is that for sale? And I did. I've sold a couple of pieces like that. So I'm going to
Too
start with
funny.
this. This is really, really pretty. Now, y'all, okay, as I said in my video, I know you may not have had chance to watch it, but there's always the replay. So the light kit in our overhead light that is in the studio has completely died. And so the electrician can come on the 8th of September. So until then, I'm finding different places to record using different lighting. So I'm in the kitchen. I'm literally in my kitchen tonight. So I've got some extra lighting and stuff. I think it's going to be okay, but y'all let me know in the chat. So this is called a Jacob's Ladder necklace. It's 27 inches in total length, and it does have a 3-inch extender on this. Now I've pulled it all the way back. So there's the rest of it. I pulled it all the way back so you can see the detail in this. Everything on here, except for these two pieces right down here, is acrylic. So let me see if I can show it to you. I'm going to put my hand behind so you can see the striations, but you see these little squares. So they are acrylic, but they do look like stone. And it's
I didn't
called a
realize they
Jacob's
moved.
ladder.
That's really pretty.
Yeah, isn't that beautiful? And then down here, the little tassels, you can tell that those top gray beads are faceted and they are glass. I think the little tiny beads are also glass. And then it has a beautiful gold tone bead cap right here with some tassels. So again, it's 27 inches total in length. And it does have a 3-inch extender. It's going to be just $7. Since I have so much jewelry, I'm going to start finding some pieces and we're going to clearance out some of it. So these two pieces are going to be glass, but these pieces here are going to be acrylic, but they do have a stone-like appearance on there. And I love this ladder effect. And then with the tassels going down. So again, this 27-inch gold tone acrylic and glass bead necklace, the Jacob's Ladder, is going to be just $7. And it's number one. Number one if you're interested in that necklace. And
Excellent.
do you want me to just do one and then you can try to do a couple of others for you and Dee and them?
Yeah, well, you do we'll just do one each because I want to make sure we're including definitely Dee and Vinny. So I was trying to keep track. I want to keep track of anything actually claims.
Okay.
So, so what I'm gonna okay. I don't do this very often. I was practicing with Beth earlier, and now I've got to make sure I'm doing it right. So I'm going to share the
Hi,
screen.
Urban Antiques.
I'm going to
Thanks for
share this screen. So this is the sale from D, Thrill the Thrift. Can you see it and hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll jump ahead. So these are the handbags.
This video
she's
is
offering.
actually.
And then we will jump to like a random bag. I need to check because she did actually have some claims. So I want to make sure I don't actually offer something that's already been claimed.
Let me see if I can. I couldn't remember her numbers either.
Purses here. Now, this purse and this purse is not vintage, like true vintage, but this one reminds me of Whiting and Davis, which is why I put it in the sale. And this one just reminded me of a vintage purse as well, just the shape and, you know, it's got the chain. So I just stuck them in the sale anyway. So first we have this. This is beautiful. Look at this purse. Now, I am going to point out that right here is a burn hole from a cigarette. But actually, you really can't even notice it. It almost blends right in. And it is After 5 is the maker. And you can see it's beautiful on the inside, and it's got a gorgeous clasp. And it has, it comes with its original little change purse.
Those are so
And
pretty.
you could use
Oh,
it
that's
as
cool.
a
It's
clutch
attached.
or carry it with the chain.
You got
Then
great
we've got this beautiful black material. It's
how
like a
did she give the
satiny
numbers?
material. Now it does have a little bit of dirt
She
on
went
the
through the
inside.
lot
I don't know if it'll come out or
of
not.
them and said the number.
But the out.
Say that again.
I think she lotted them by color or whatever, and then said the number. She just said the number. I think, and number 16 looks like it's been claimed.
Yeah. So which was 16? Was that the black one? Is that the one I'm showing? Wait, so all 5 of these black purses was $16? I thought they were $16
Her
each.
purses were $16. She was giving each one of them a different number.
Floral purse with the burn hole. That one is $16, number 4.
Okay. So that one that we actually focused on, the floral one with the little burn hole with the little attached coin purse, so that's $16. That is number 4.
It's
That's just such a cool, and I mean, I literally just grabbed it at random. I mean, all of these are super cool. So they're all $16. But yeah, so the way she just gave the numbers later after she did the group. So anyway, that is one of the items from Dee. And so you can claim here. And if you do, Beth and I will just type into Dee's channel so that everyone else knows that it got claimed. I don't think I said hi to Eric. So thanks for joining, Eric. So this is a little bit fussier than I'd anticipated, but I think it's just because that one didn't have the numbers, because I can show Vinny's. I think his numbers are actually on the items as they're being shown. So let me go ahead and load his up and share his screen. And there we go. Go to full screen and I can share his first item. And what's funny about his first item is I knew what it was, but he didn't. And I thought that was kind of funny.
Let's go ahead and jump right into that, shall we?
So it's like pop quiz. So everyone know what this is.
So the first item.
So if you haven't watched his channel yet, so this is a deck of playing cards. He knows that.
Item I'd like to offer you.
But he doesn't know what this logo is. So the minute I saw it, I knew what the logo was, but it's also because I used to work in this industry. And so I did not realize that I had knowledge that you don't normally pick up off the streets. So do you know what this, I think you watched his video. Did you know what this one was when you saw it? So it is actually a deck of Sioux Line railroad cards. So they are actually,
Was
still sealed.
Sale
Still
last
have
Saturday.
the little wrap whole thing on it.
So, and I'm just
$5, number
These
8.
are
And check out the graphics.
New old stock playing cards.
Look at the graphics on that.
I love the font of the club, heart, spade, and club.
No. Those are cool.
Heart, diamond, and spade. They have, it looks like they were from something called 500, but we all know that this looks like sow.
Which I just got a chuckle out of that because I knew what it was. So it's it's a deck of Sioux Line playing cards for $5, number 8. So you can claim the trading the cards again through us. If you do, we will make a note on his channel to make sure that those get claimed. Now I'm going to cheat, and I don't know if this happens to you, Beth, but when I do my planning for doing my video, I pull out all the lots or pull out all the items I want to do. And then I do the recording. And sometimes when I'm doing the recording, I'm thinking, I think I'm going to get a little long. I may not be able to include everything. I'm not sure how it's going to fit. This one, because of the way I did it, I had a lot of time I had to cut out. So my video was getting really long. We're like, oh no, that's okay. I'm going to cut out all this time because I had to set it up and I had to lay all the necklaces straight and I had to get all this stuff. So I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I ended up having, I think, 50 minutes of raw video.
Oh, no.
I did not carve it down to 30 minutes. Like I was able to carve a lot down, but I had to take a bunch of lots out. So I'm going to show something that I recorded, but didn't make it into the video. So I'm cheating. So I'm going to show.
If you're sale, you can do that.
Absolutely. Like for those of you who are joining the live sale, you're getting a special treat because no one is going to see this on the replay. So this is lot U, and this was recorded. It just did not. And it's the exact same type of lot as everything else. It is a lot of 4 necklaces. I'll start with the first one. I go to full screen. So Halloween is coming. And so this is a set of black and gray is the set of necklaces I've got here. And you get all 4 of the necklaces I'm going to show you for $10. So everything in my sale was $10 and you get 4 necklaces for that $10. So this is some large chunky acrylic beads. I really got the Flintstone vibes out of this. You know, a little goth Wilma and Betty wearing these. They are tied onto a black grosgrain ribbon, which then just ties around the neck. So you can see there's a very strong length to this. This is a very long necklace. Some of the ones I have are very choker length for like almost like a child. This one is massive, nice and chunky, great black on the ribbon, a double strand of these acrylic with little metal, like white metal, silver spacer beads between them. So that's one of the necklaces you get for $10. The second necklace is a lot shorter. So this one it's more of a gunmetal, kind of an antique pewter finish. These chains, chain links suspended from a nice open chain with a lobster claw on the back. This one, I've got the ruler here. That's one of the things that took me so long with my video is I was measuring them as I was showing them, and it took a long time. This one, because it's almost fully extended, this is about a 19-inch necklace here. So you get this one. That's the second necklace you get out of the 4. Then you get the third necklace. I discovered while I was showing it that I was showing it wrong. So
is it double?
One, it is double strand, and I didn't realize it when I was first showing it. So it's a double strand. It's got the lock. I had it like this, like, oh, look how long the necklace is. And I'm like, oh, why is there a lobster claw right here? So it's like, I figured that out quickly enough. I should give myself credit. So it's a double length. And then there is an extender that also went off the middle. I just wasn't paying attention. So you've got these great, again, resin, these black, like kind of mother of pearl with black accents, all like amorphous shapes, some faceted black, all with open links holding them all together. So you've got this at its full length with the extender. You're talking about, with the shortest chain in there, you're talking about 22 inches. And then the other chain goes about an inch below that. So that's the third necklace you get. And wait, there's more. The last chain you get is another double strand. And this one's a lot more delicate. It has this like liquid, I don't know if that's a special type of chain on this one, Beth, but it's like the very small coil. I don't know if you
snake chain.
What's it called?
More like a snake chain or rope chain. Yeah.
Yeah. And so you've got this with these little acrylic smoke beads hanging from it. Again, you've got a very good length on this one. So to the smallest chain,
like a long layer illusion necklace.
Oh, okay. So you've got 24 plus another 4. So you're like 28 inches just to the middle chain. And then the other one sticks down another 3 inches. So you've got a really nice drop with this one. So you get all 4 of those necklaces for $10 for lot U, necklace lot U. So, and that is not in my video. So that was like a little special bonus for being here for the live sale. So we can pop over to Beth and let her show another item while I try and load up something from Dee and Vinny again.
Okay, if you go to 7 minutes and 47 seconds of Dee's video, that's what I was doing over here. Is kind of going through 7 minutes and 47. She's going to tell you, she shows the whole lot, and then she goes back in and tells you the numbers for each, because all the purses are $16. But it will be that black and white one, and then she shows you the other ones that are in the lot. So it's about 4 or 5 purses that she gives the numbers for at 7 minutes and 47 seconds.
Excellent. All right, thank you.
Okay.
I'll load that up.
You're welcome. I'm going to spotlight a piece of ephemera because I'm on Patrick's channel. And it is some of my travel ephemera, but it is also a bit of advertisement. It's from 1942, and it is my Los Angeles Standard Oil. So it's Standard Oil is the advertisement. Los Angeles, it is streets and vicinities. Now, typically when I got a bunch of these, I had 136 pieces of travel ephemera. So old maps, old neighborhood maps. The majority of maps that you're going to find are going to be interstate or highway maps. But a few of the ones that I found from the 40s and the 50s were points of interest, or they were street maps. So street and neighborhood maps or vicinity maps. And this one is a street and vicinity map from 1942. And it is in Los Angeles. It's in excellent condition for its age. I love the red, white, and blue graphic there. Every time I see something like this, I think of the Ephemera Bowl challenge that Katie from Vintage and Vinyl did before. And I just had this huge uranium bowl, and I put a whole bunch of ephemera. But I love to display these for our patriotic holidays or any of the ones that I can get that match the color with these. So again, it is in excellent condition. Now I am going to open it up and show you on one side, it is more of the area, so vicinity down in Los Angeles. And my favorite part of this is the streets, because I love the detail in this, y'all. Let me just show it. Look at the detail in that. So it's literal streets in night. I can't even see, so that's what I'm doing. 1942. It has the street names. You can see some green spaces, the areas where there might be a pond or a lake in this vicinity of Los Angeles. But even in 1942, this was a very, very large area. Now on the back, these are the vicinities, suburbs, all the places in LA. So it kind of zooms out a little bit. But I just thought, like, here's Glen. I think this is Glendale. Yeah, that's Glendale. But look how close up and personal you get with the actual streets. You do see the interstates or highways running through there, but you actually see the street names. And for it being a 1942 piece of ephemera, this is in excellent, excellent condition. I have maybe just 1 or 2 points on the fold where some light is shining through. I was going to try to show that. And I originally got the ephemera. So you see that little place right here? That's from the fold. I use these maps and ephemera. I've use them in junk journaling, but I've also used them to repurpose and recover furniture that I was unable to do anything with the wood. It may just be too damaged. So the 1942 Los Angeles Standard Oil Street Maps and Vicinities is going to be $15. And it is number 4. $15, number 4 for the map. All right. Are you ready for D?
Excellent. Yeah. And I had up till not too long ago, I actually had the ephemera bowl that I made with my daughter when Katie did that challenge. I actually had one. I've done a couple, and just the concept, and it doesn't have to be a bowl, but the concept of just having that ephemera in little strategic places, I still kind of do. So like I've got a Dr. Pepper bottling crate, a vintage one. I put books into it. So not quite ephemera, but that whole idea that you can just have them in a little place that when people come over, they're like, probably the biggest one I've got is this 18th century wedding trunk. And in that is all my Huckster collection. So I've got deeds, and I've got like legal papers, and I've got a bunch of Huckster licenses and stuff. And it's all just kind of like sticking out. I've got a little pyrography box with all turn of the century handwritten letters with wax seals and old stamps on them. And like every time somebody comes, they're like, "Ooh, can I touch these?" Like, "Oh, can I?" Like, "Yeah, open one up, like see what it's about."
Yeah.
I haven't read them. So ephemera bowls are kind of a fun way to decorate. So
Yes, and it gives something. I mean, while they're standing there talking to you, like I have one in my booth, and I put anything from, like you said, game pieces. In my Halloween one, I had an orange old 45 record that was like Mickey Mouse or something, and so I put that in there. But stickers and postcards and anything, I even had some swizzle sticks in mine. But people just love to look through. I mean, who doesn't love a bowl or a bag full of stuff?
absolutely. Absolutely. I've got one of my favorites, not for ephemera, but I have a little dish of 19th century mother of pearl gaming counters. And it's like I had them setting in different places, and like people didn't know what they were. That when I put them in a little bowl, they like can play with them and they make fun noise.
Yeah.
And like, what are these? And then, and so many people are doing the vignettes and the little
Yep.
tiered trays. It's just a variation on that you could start doing, though. Like you could have the red, white, and blue for 4th of July. You can, like, Halloween's coming, so just do an entire bowl of black and orange ephemera. Doesn't even matter what it is. It could be a map. It could be a book. It could be a postcard. It's people like to pick through things. Just like, oh, cool, what's this? And
Yes.
we have to teach people you can live with vintage. The idea that it
Yes.
has to be behind glass or it can't be touched, and it's like I still have to. I tell my boyfriend all the time. Like he's like, "Oh, I shouldn't touch that." I'm like, "Would you touch the damn thing?" Like that's what it's here for. Like I gave him, picked up at an auction, the estate sale I went to last weekend. They had these from the '60s. They were these little. I think they call them like appetizer dishes or something, but they were always like big clam shells, but they were all like really uniform in shape. They found them that matched, and they were all boxed, and they were still wrapped in their tissue. They still had the graphics on the side that it was like from the 60s. It would have been a wedding present that the people never used. And so he's just like, "Oh, I'll put these away." I'm like, "No, you're hosting a party and you are serving me something on these dishes. Like that's why you have them. Like they were designed to be used. Don't shove them in a closet." So that's what vintage is about. So I found jumped ahead on D's. So let me go ahead and show
and
the video.
I think I've got the next one as well.
Excellent. So I've lined something up for Vinny as well. So I've got the next two set up. So this one is, making sure I'm sharing it. This one is Dee's video. Oops, I lost the spot. So we'll jump ahead to 654.
Yeah.
So I went ahead and got the numbers. So this one is going to be number 8. And it's showing that rhinestone bag that I had shown earlier.
This one is just a made in China purse. It's got a kiss closure. You can carry it as a clutch, or you can also use the chain. This one is White House black.
Okay, she didn't spend very much time on that one. So that one was $16, and it was number 8. And that's for that little sequined one with the cool silver tone chrome. And what did she call that? A kiss clasp? I had not heard that before. So now I learned something.
Sorry, I'm muted.
No, that's okay.
So it's a kiss closure because it basically touches, and like you turn your head to kiss. That's how the clasp does.
That works. All right, because I've seen those clasps. I just didn't know that's what it was called. So okay, so I learned something new. So that is Dee's offering that had not yet been claimed. So I'll stop sharing that, and now I will share Vinny's. I think I have it set up to share Vinny's. I think so. This was the one I just showed. This is the very end of that. So again, the Sue line, new old stock, still sealed, traded playing cards. That was $5 for number 8. And then we will jump to his next item, which is some restaurant ware.
Playing card deck. So fall is right around the corner, and I know that people like to decorate for that time of year leading up to Halloween and with harvest. So I spotted this, gosh, probably, I don't remember when. I've had this a while. It's a restaurant ware creamer, and it's got a brown and a black stripe on it. There is not a maker's mark on it, but it is still a really cool piece, great for the coffee bar, and it's thicker porcelain. I think these are porcelain. And it would be great on your coffee bar or wherever you'd like to put it. If you have
Those are cute in a display.
colors. No cracks or chips. And if you would like the restaurant wear creamer, it is $8 and it's number 9.
So there is Vinny's next item. And did you see the note from Heidi, Beth?
I did. Thank you so much, Miss Heidi. If you'll send me your information to my email, it'll come up in just a second right up underneath me. If you'll give me your information that we need, it's the same as everybody else needs, your first and last name, YouTube name, complete mailing address, and PayPal email. I can get that out to you this weekend. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you, Heidi, for picking that up. Makes the live sale worthwhile. So we are now going to my next item, and again, I'm showing you the secret behind the scenes. This was another lot of necklaces that I had recorded, but ended up not including into the video simply because I ran out of time. So I make myself full screen again. So this one, just tell you at the beginning, this is lot N, is the next lot, and this one is going into the greens. So we've got 4 necklaces.
Oh, wow.
So we've got this big chunky green with alternating clear and opaque. Got kind of a dark, maybe an emerald green, forest green, slightly lighter color green on this one. So this one does have kind of a cool clasp on it. It turns. So it's like a screw clasp.
Screw clasp or bullet clasp, yeah.
Bullet clasp. Okay. Well, screw clasp is what I guessed. So bullet clasp is a cooler name though. But it's fairly large. So I don't think you necessarily, you can get it over your head without, but it'd probably mess your hair. It looks like this one's about 24 inches is the length of this one.
So is it 24 inches folded? Because we measure them unfolded. That's
it's 12 inches folded.
So 24 inches in total length. And those are acrylic beads, I would hope, because that would be so heavy.
Yeah, these are acrylic.
Can you imagine if those were glass? That would be so extremely.
So what's the best way to say it? Is a 12-inch drop? I just thought you measured the entire length. So I thought
you would say that so it's a 24-inch long necklace. So like this is an 18-inch necklace, but you just say that it's 24 inches. When you have a multi-strand, you can do a drop and say the first drop is typically going to be, your first drop is going to be, so it is going to be an 18-inch necklace, and then it has maybe a additional 2-inch, so 20-inch and a 22-inch drop after that.
Gotcha.
So we spread it out. Yeah.
Okay.
I've learned so much from Dolores.
So this was the second one. We're going going for the chunky. So you've got kind of like these faux jade pieces clustered around the chain, and it's got the toggle close. I don't know if it's called a toggle.
Oh wow!
The little, the little toggle thing that slides in there. So
and those are glass or those are acrylic?
These are acrylic.
Okay. Again, they would be extremely heavy.
Yes. So this one, again, so its total length is going to be 17 inches.
So it almost, we call that like a choker style. 15 to 17 is about a choker style.
Yeah, because I'm about a 16 and a half inch neck. So like this would be getting pretty small.
Yeah.
I can put it on, but it's basically like right there. Yeah. So you some people might need to design an extender or something, but this is a pretty cool. I just thought that was a very cool.
Love the colors though.
I just say the colors are beautiful. Again, Halloween is coming, fall is coming. You've got some nice dark, spooky colors going into this one. So all of these, this is like the green lot. This one is really short. So this is like I guess it's like a textile, but it's not, doesn't feel like rope. It's more like a
nylon.
Maybe like a nylon that's woven together to create this cool. And then it's got this really nice brass copper caps at the top. but we're talking pretty short. So like full length, I can even undo this one. Full length, I think this one was only, yeah, it's barely 12 inches, 13 inches long. So I don't even think I can get this around my neck. Yeah, I can get the tips to touch, but I can't clasp it. So this would
that's definitely choker style, but somebody with a very demure neck, as the new word is these days.
Absolutely. So like that's why in some cases, some of the, like I would say that chunky necklace I could probably sell in my booth for $10 by itself. But so it's like putting 4 necklaces together. Sometimes there might not be as good of a haul because some of the other ones are really, really good. And so that's the third necklace. And the fourth necklace is a double chain necklace, one significantly longer than the other. But you've got white metal chain. One's a little bit more of a box link chain. I don't know if you can see that. So grab those two together. Didn't mean to do that. So one has this type of a chain, and then the other one is a little bit different. And the short one is going to be, I hope I hold the ruler the right way. The short one is going to be 20 inches. And then the other one drops another 6 inches below that. So this one's much simpler. So I did listen to a jewelry podcast. Yes, there are such a things. And yes, I do listen to them. And they said that the trend for fall is layering your necklaces.
Layered necklaces, the layered
bold necklaces and the layered look. So that's why I tried to theme some of these together. So you've got the really cool kind of jade look, a little bit longer in length with the acrylic, and then the simple chain that goes even farther. So you line all those up, you're matching the fall trends. So these were $10 for all 4 of those necklaces, and that was for lot N.
That's a good deal.
I thought so. So yeah, so it's one of those cases, just like you said, you did the same thing. Some of the prices, we started lowering the prices because I got them so inexpensively. Trust me, I'm still making money, but it's one of these, like, it's out of functionality. I need to get rid of them. So I'd rather sell for a really good price, let somebody take all these home and not have to worry about, oh, I could make more money if I sold them all individually for $5 or $10. Yeah, I probably would, but it may take months to be able to do that. It takes space in the booth. Things can get stolen out of the booth. There's still a couple things I took out of my locked case and put loose because that's what the shop was saying. Like, oh, it'll sell better if it's loose. I'm just waiting for them to walk away. And it's just like, I really don't want this to be stolen, but I'm going to try it. So they weren't like super valuable pieces. I'm not that stupid, but I am just waiting to see, like, I'm going to go like, it's missing. Is it on my sold list or did it just get legs and walk away?
Well, there you go. Sometimes it happens. And a lot of people will actually shop and then put something down to look at something else and forget to pick up what they put down.
Happens and then it's like you have to find it in somebody else's booth days, weeks later. It's like, oh, I thought that was gone. Oh, look, it's back.
Okay, for I'm gonna be next, right? But try around 10 minutes.
I saw your note. I will definitely. Thank you.
All right.
Gonna give you full screen. I'm gonna mute myself so that I can.
Okay, so I'm with Patrick. So another thing that we know about Patrick is he's a big coaster guy. He loves his coasters. I probably have a set of 5 or 6 of his trusty Huckster mercantile coasters that he created. These are really cool. This is the last set that I have of these. And these are, oh gosh, forgot what they were. They're gift ready, but I am going to open them. They are gift ready. They come like this. They are the Aloha Spirit. These are the turtles, but they are signed by the artist, and they're the Raku pottery. So these are Ben Diller, and you can see that oil slick look, and that's some of the Raku pottery. They are both signed on the back, Ben Diller. They are both the same, the sea turtle. I'm going to guess that they are almost alike, but the head is a little different. You see that this one's bending his head a little, and this one is a little bit straighter. And what I thought was really cool is it says on the back, each Aloha Spirit turtle is fired in an outdoor kiln to 2000 degrees Fahrenheit, molten hot. It is placed in a pit with Kona wood shavings. It says fire, smoke, and raw elements, including Kona feldspar, react, ultimately solidifying the unique nature of each piece. So once you get the perfect chemical reaction, you get this oil slick kind of look to these that takes on those different colors to that. So I thought that was really, really cool. These are a pottery piece, the Roku pottery. Again, each one is signed. You will get all of the information that comes with it. There's a bunch of information. You're going to get a pair. I'm going to do a pair of the Ben Diller signed Aloha Spirit Turtle Roku pottery. They're going to be $18 for the pair. $18, and they are number 13. $18, number 13 for the pair of the pottery coasters. I just thought those were so good. Love that. They're really good. All right.
Sorry, struggling with Dee's video, trying to figure out the timestamp of what's available, and I got confused on one of them. So I'm going to jump to Vinny's really quick and do his next item, and then I'm going to bump it back to you so I can do another. I can try and line up one more from Dee because I feel bad, but
number 16 was about the 1049 mark, and number 16 sold.
Yeah, 16 is sold. So
yeah, okay. But she goes through the other 3, I think, that she'd already been through in that one.
Okay. So I will, let me do Vinny's really quick.
Okay.
Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm used to doing Zoom all day for work, but now I'm like trying to do it through StreamYard. This is different. All right. So this is Vinny's. So there we go. So this is the item that we had just shown.
Number 9
was the restaurantware item.
Restaurantware.
And we will go to the next item. This dolphin.
So I spotted this little guy not that long ago, and it's a cobalt blue dolphin glass figurine. I am not sure who made it, but he is cute. I almost want to say he was made by Gibson, but I could be wrong about that. If you collect dolphins and you don't have one of these in your collection, it would make a great addition to it. I do want to note there is a slight little rough spot right here. I don't think that that's damage. I think that is just from when it was made. And if you would like the dolphin glass, I guess, paperweight figurine, it's going to be $7, number 6. $7, number 6 for the dolphin paperweight.
Looks like that dolphin got into a little bit of a fight. All right, so I will pass it over to you so I can set up Dee's next one.
All right, y'all. So also what we know about Patrick is that he is big into the cabinet cards. He usually has like calling cards, cabinet cards, and things of that nature. And I had 4 in the sale. They're going to be $5 each, and they're going to be number 9. So if you're interested in them, you're going to use number 9. The first one, now there are some conditions. They're $5 because some of them have some condition issues. But if you've seen the flood on Instagram or anywhere else, they are remaking these hardback cabinet cards into Halloween or others type by painting them, adding some embellishments on here. So this is number 9, bridal, and I do believe that this is probably a bride picture or a wedding photo. She's in a white high collar dress, and then he's got the little dapper suit there. I love the frame like thing around here. Oh, I'm in the kitchen, Angela, because my light went out in the studio. So now you can see that the condition issues where it was actually pressed against another picture, but it didn't stick, but it does hold moisture. So a lot of people are going to go in, they're going to paint this. They're going to do some other things with this ring. They're going to make it Halloween or whatever it is. But I have this one, and these cabinet cards, they're on that double thick cardboard. These are going to be 6x4. So these are going to be 4x6. This one is 4x6. This is number 9 couple, and it is $5. Another one that I have that is on a little bit different, but it's still card stock, but it's like a glazed card stock or a shiny. This one we believe is probably a sample from a photography. So this one is out of McCook, Nebraska, the Lee Gallery, and that's how we think that is pronounced. And this is my couple. So if you're interested in this, this is a couple. You can see a little bit of the damage there. That's just, I mean, these are old. I will say that for this, I think it's this girl that she's in a couple of other pictures, but I took these out of a antique family photo album. So there were a bunch of pictures in the photo album that were already set in, and then there was extras. So these typically were the extras that I have, and we are dating this late 1800s, 1840, 38, 40 to the early 1900s. So they are antique pictures, and we are doing that based on a death card that we found, or a death announcement, they call it a death card, in the actual photo album for one of the women. So this one is, I love her scary face. So I'm hoping this is not wedding. They look at least a little bit closer, maybe not so much thrilled. He looks like he's had enough. She is over it. But there is a little backdrop. I love the fact that right over here, they actually have a canvas or a cloth backdrop in there. So this one is going to be $5, number 9 couple. Here is the girl, and we're not sure if this is the same girl that's in that picture. Now this one is a little bit different. It's a longer card, and it does have a matting to it. It's a 7 by 3.5. So this one looks like it has a matting, because there's matting over the picture, and she's just chilling. I'm hoping she's not leaning at the bar. It looks like there's a couple that have these things right here, and it looks like it's like a railing or something. But this is a very, very clean and clear picture. All of that is marbling from in the back on the backdrop. Again, it has this little ornate frame around that one. So this is a single. This is the single lady, if you're interested, number 9 for $5. And then the sister. So we think that this girl may be that girl. And quite possibly she is that girl. So I'm not sure, but this is a sister photograph, and you can see there is a little bit of the wear here on this picture. I love the shadowing on this, where they just focused on the 2 ladies. Again, this is out of Chariton, Iowa. Now they are different. This one I think is definitely a sample, because it says best and it's superior finish down here. And then this one is I think that's the photographer in Lee Gallery in Nebraska. So she might have started out in Iowa, but she ended up in Nebraska. So we've got number 9 for $5 each. Number 9 single, number 9 sisters, number 9 couple, or somebody totally different, a different group of family. This is the bridal. So those are your choices for this go round.
Those are awesome. Those are another great addition to ephemerables. You know, you like do a June one, and you can just have a bridal, whether you're getting married or not. Just have like a bunch of there's such cool stuff for old wedding cake toppers, things like that, and just tucking those in, create your own little story, and have some instant relatives. All right, so we did line up the next one from Dee. It was exactly where you said it was. I had just fast forwarded too far. I thought she did at the end. So this is the taupe colored handbag. I will share.
This that I have to offer you today is this beautiful, it's like a faux leather, and it's a taupe color with a kiss closure. It does have a chain for carrying, and it feels like suede on the inside. Really a nice purse for sure. This one is $14 and it is number 17. And then I have this seed pearl.
So stop there. So $14, $16, number 14 was that one. And I think you already saw the comment. Yeah, Sylvia, and you said thank you to Sylvia. So you saw that. So she picked up the single day. That was actually a really nice one. I really liked the matting on that one. I thought the embossed thing around that oval was really pretty. So
that's a really good, and that's the one that has like 0 damage. Now down here in the corner, it does say Owen. It's an imprint or an embossment, but it's Owen out of New York, Dansville, New York. But I like the matting on that, and it's long. So if you're going to put that in a flower frog or something, it's going to show a little bit higher than everything else with moss around it.
Stuff. Put a calling card or something in front of it so that get some layering in there. So Owen, maybe that's like the precursor to Owen Mills. You know, that was like what that big photo studio firm became. So, okay. So I will jump into one of my items. This one, I also did not make the video. This is a bracelet lot. I only pulled one bracelet lot out. So this was also a $10 lot. This still gives you 4 bracelets. This is lot F. So the bulk of this one is all based on this style of bracelet. Now, to me, this is the Wonder Woman cuff thing. It's a stretch bracelet. It stretches to the point that even I can wear it. So
like that?
I don't know if is that a style? Like I kept thinking amulet, but I don't think that's not right for a bracelet, is it? What would this be called?
I mean, cuff typically indicates that it's open on one side.
Okay.
But it's a straight, we would maybe call it a stretch plate bracelet, because those are individual plates that they have put on the elastic, but that's beautiful ornamentation, and all the stones are still there.
Yeah, it's in perfect condition. There's I'm going to have a craft jewelry lot coming up, probably in maybe my sale with Scott or something. And some beautiful pieces are going in because like 1 stone is missing or 2 stones are missing. And I'm like, I just don't want to deal with them. This one, like all the pieces are there and it's in great condition. And like I said, I mean, you can get it over my hand and onto my wrist. So it would be pretty flexible on the size. So this is the first bracelet, but because basically you get the bang for your buck is going to be in that one. The other bracelets are relatively small. We've got 3 gold tone, copper tone stretch bracelets. So we've got, this is probably the largest. These might be like 3 millimeter, 2 or 3 millimeter beads on this one. Just a stretch bracelet, kind of a coppery tone stretch bracelet. A little bit smaller, so maybe like 1 or 2 millimeter beads on this one. Also, again, a simple stretch bracelet. And then this one's a little bit of a brighter color, kind of more of a coppery color, but it has the cross built into the stretch, and then the cross has really nice stones set into that as well. So it's a traditional stretch bracelet, just with the cross built into it. So you get all 4 of those pieces for $10 by giving me letter F. So why don't we, it's already coming toward the top of the hour, so why don't we each do one more item? You do an item, I will pull up one each from Dee and from Vinny, and then I will close out with one more item from me.
You want me to go next?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do, y'all, I had so many good things. I've got some more ephemera from 1922. I've got some vintage gloves, purses. Oh, so much. Okay, so I'm going to try one of my Hagen Renegers. I got a little miniature Hagen Reneger. It is a vintage piece. It is a miniature. It is the Snowy Owl, and I'll give you some dimensions on it, but this is in excellent condition. It is the beautiful white and gray of the Snowy Owl. No chips or I'll check in just a second. Thank you, Heidi, for sending that. No chips or cracks on the tail. No chips or cracks on the little feet. here. So Hagen Renager, I don't know about y'all, but when I was little, they came on those little pieces of paper, and sometimes you might get like a mom and a little teeny ones, but you had to then buy the rest of the set. Sometimes you just got one, and it would be like wood forest animals or sea creatures or something, and you collected the set. Um, so it's okay. I knew what you were saying. But the eyes on this is so good. The detail, you can even see the detail in the feathers through here. Hagen Renager was a great little collection that a lot of people had. This one is going to stand about 1.5 inches, and he's going to be so 1.5 inches from here to here, and then from tip of tail to head is another 1.5 inches. Super darling, perfect for a little doodad tray, you know, those printer trays that people hang on the wall, or even an assemblage, or just in a tiered tray. He's going to be $14, and he's number 11. $14, number 11 for the vintage Hagen Renager Snowy Owl. Oh, just love these. Couldn't make up my mind between the mama chipmunk or the snowy owl, but I went with the snowy owl.
I
And
thought
that's number 11.
he was cute. I liked him. I also liked the dog figurines. I know those might have gotten claimed, but I love your dogs too.
No, those are right here, but I had to put some dogs in for you, Patrick. I had to put some dogs in.
I appreciate that. All right, I will share. I will share the next one that's lined up for D. So this one, I did not get the number for it, but this one I did see that she marked this one down to $12,
and it's got
because
little
there's some discoloration.
sequins on it. Now this one, some of the seed beads, as you could see, they're still on their string, but they are coming off. It needs to be repaired. It has a kiss closure. Oh my goodness, can I get it open?
Yeah, it's really tight.
There we go. This one is Wahlberg, made in Belgium. Now, it does have some staining, or I shouldn't say staining, discoloration.
Aging.
Staining, but this is more of discoloration up here. This is an actual stain. So this one is only going to be $12, and it is number 14. $12.
All right, so that one is $12, number 14. And now we will jump over to Vinny's next item. I did not refresh to make sure nothing got claimed, so let me do that. I'll check that while I'm showing it, but after the...
I'm checking D's just to make sure.
Butter warmer. So how it works is you put the hot water here, and then you put your stick of butter here. And you put this on top of the hot water, and it will melt the butter for you. There are no cracks or chips on it. I thought the corn would make a great addition to your fall decor. And at first, when I picked this up, I thought this was damaged right here, but it is not, at least because it is just for the for this to sit on. And it does have crazing, but it is still in good condition otherwise. And if you're interested in the butter warmer, it is $8, number 12. $8, number 12 for the butter warmer with the...
Said something on the bottom there. What did it say?
It is still in good condition otherwise.
Sticker.
And if you're interested in the butter warmer, it is $8, number 12.
Maybe
I thought he covered up the maker's mark. It looks like there's just some crazing underneath there. And he mentioned that there was crazing on that piece.
Yeah.
So, all right. So then my last item, because we already passed over the hour. So my last item is another piece of jewelry. I do believe this was in the video, although I wouldn't swear to it because I got lost track at one point of what I put in and what I didn't. I recorded it. So this one is going to be lot X. And again, it is 4 pieces of jewelry. It's going to be 4 necklaces. So we'll start off. We've got this pendant with a little rhinestone chip on the bottom of the teardrop pendant. What's cool about this one is it's got the lobster claw on there. It is marked. This one is marked laundry. So I think this is an English laundry piece. From the clasp are actually 2 chains that then meet at these circles. And then it's 2 chains that meet another little circle, and then 2 chains that meet another circle. So it's going to have some cool movement and some openness when you put this against your skin. And then they have a pretty decent weight pendant that holds the whole thing down. So this one, total length is going to be 22 inches, full length, unfolded down. So that's one necklace you get out of the 4. Second necklace you get is a little bit shorter, and we get to try and untangle them. It's like, why do I carry jewelry? Because this is so frustrating when these all get tangled together. This one does have a clasp on it. So we've got alternating, let's see, you called them bullet shape before for the clasp. We got alternating bullet and egg, large and small chain necklace all the way around. Has a lobster claw at the top. This one is not marked. It does have the extender. The way it is connected now, you'll get 16 inches, and then you add, it looks like the extender has another inch on it. So you can do a 17. It's got a total of 17-inch length on this one. So you get that. So these are all gold tone. This one's also gold tone. This is one of my favorites. So this is just super delicate.
Oh, that's pretty.
So yeah, so this one has like all these little like paddle shapes that kind of spin around, you know, as you'd be wearing it. This one is also marked. This one is icing, I-C-I-N-G, which I think is a store.
Like Claire's. Like
yeah.
Claire's.
I recognize that. I don't know if they still exist anymore, but like that type of jewelry. So it's just gold tone. And you've got, again, a little extender. The way this is set up now, you're dealing with a 16-inch in length. With the extender, there's still another 1.5 inches that you can add onto it. So you get that slightly shorter one, more choker length. And then this one, this is turned into, it depends on how you hold it up. When you hold it up against something that's gold tone, it looks somewhat silver. But if you hold it up against something that's silver, it looks gold. So it's got kind of a goldish, like a vermeil wash to it. So it has a little bit of a gold tone, but from a standalone, it kind of looks silvery. So it is with the gold tone lot, because when I put it with the silver lot, it didn't look right. So this one has a really nice extended length to it. I don't think it's quite long enough to double up, but it does have a lobster claw, no extender or anything. Open link chain that connects these circles within. Each circle has its own little dangly pendant in them. So it kind of, again, gives you some entremblant, gives you some movement as you're walking. You're going to get some movement with all of those. So this one, as you can see, is significantly longer than the others. We got 24 to there, and then another 12. So this is 36-inch length. So you've got much longer. So you get all 4 of these necklaces for $10 by giving me letter X. So those are the X necklace lot. All right. And we'll stop there. I wanted to keep it to around an hour. We hit just over that, so not too bad. We just got to highlight a few things. And then, of course, the videos will stay up. So if you didn't claim anything here, you can also watch this and reclaim. But if you're watching it to this point, just make sure you're going to the other video to claim it, because I'm not necessarily going to be able to watch the comments here to time it against the other one. So if you see anything from the videos we've highlighted, go ahead and just go to the other videos, which you can see linked. I'll actually relink them. I didn't think to do that. I will relink them in the comments of this video in case anyone does find this one. But so that's Beth, of course, Carolina Princess Sweet Treats and Pretties. She had some items still left to be unclaimed, or still left to be claimed. Dee's all handbag video, all handbag $16. That's the thrill of the thrift. Vintage Vinny has many items left to be claimed. And then my video, a separate video with the jewelry. All of mine are $10 lots, and they're either 4 bracelets or 4 necklaces, $10. So pretty good deal. Good quality necklaces and bracelets, just trying to clear out some inventory. So appreciate everyone joining us. What do you got coming up, Beth? What's next in your schedule?
So Sunday on my channel, we are going to be doing another panel discussion. This is the third of the ones that we have done. It is about being a vintage vendor in a antique shop, a vintage shop. And so it is me and Dolores. And Pam from Kiwi's Collectible, she's in South Carolina, and Carol from My Blessed Nest in Ohio. And now we did have Erin in Canada, but she no longer is in the vintage reselling right now. And so we have a new guest, Joanne from Bat Thrift Crazy, who has a place, is in a shop in North Carolina. So all of us have YouTube channels, and we are all vintage vendors in other people's shops. Some of us have 1 and 2 shops. Some of us just have 1, but we're going to be talking about the trends. So what's hot right now, what's selling. We're going to be talking about all things like staging, and we take recommendations and comments and suggestions from people in the chat. We talk about it with each other, and we're just basically, again, targeting the audience, because if we're bringing things like, I love ephemera, right? And I love these old pictures, but if that's not what a grander audience is looking for, then that stuff will sit in my booth. And if people are looking for glass still or pottery, we want to know what the trends are. And so we've got people from the East Coast, and then Ohio, the UK, and in Texas. So we've got this whole group. We need to kind of go north and west a little bit for our panel discussions, but just to see what's trending out there and what it's like to be a vintage vendor in somebody else's shop. We don't own any brick and mortars of our own. So that's going to be Sunday on my channel, Carolina Princess Sweet Treats and Pretties, at 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern time. And I have a video that posts every Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Eastern. And then next week, I think Angie is on my channel. No, I just lied. I'm on Angie's Oddities. We're doing a crafters sale. So I'm going to have things that are in lots. I've got a bunch of aluminum jello molds. I've got some ephemera. I've got some scrapbook paper, some other magazine ephemera. It's all the things if you are a crafter, and you can get some really great deals on those things. So that's what I have coming up.
Fantastic. The only thing I've got coming up is, at least scheduled right now, is on Monday. I will be on Scott's Old Curiosity Shop. I will be on his channel for our monthly Unbreakable sale. So if you've never caught one of those, it's basically right in the name. We only sell things that will not break. And the main reason behind that is easy shipping. So I've got some really cool items that I picked up that I'll be offering through that. And then I'm playing with an idea, probably just be a standalone sale, but I'll try and promote it because I want to get as much of a turnout as I can. I'm going to be doing somewhat like I'm doing here with the jewelry. I'm going to be packaging some things together specifically to do a reseller sale or a collector sale, like anybody can buy, where I'm just going to put, like, maybe if some of these necklaces don't sell, maybe I'll put 20 necklaces together and just sell them for $10. So it'll just be one of these cases where if you want to, if you're a reseller, and just like Beth said, sometimes different things sell different ways around the country. If I've all of a sudden, if somebody has a better chance of selling jewelry than I do, hey, I'll be able to offer it at a really inexpensive price. Those will probably be offer up just to kind of let the market determine the actual value. But the idea will be, I've gotten some really great deals on some of the auctions that I've gone to. And sometimes there's like, I want one thing that's in this giant box lot. And then I've got all this other stuff. Absolutely. And I've got all this other stuff. And there was a time that I would go through and like, I got to sell it. I got to make money off every single item. And so I've like got stuff all over the place, and I go to my booth and I try and sell it on YouTube, and I'd sell it on eBay, and I like try and do this. But it's like, I've made my money off the one item that I wanted. All this other stuff is just distracting me. So I've got like I've already started making some piles. Like I showed them in one of my haul videos. I've got an entire lot of like 15 of those little postcard view books where they're like the vintage ones, and they're like 15 different cities. So yeah, probably each of them, if I could find someone to buy them, they're probably easily worth $10 each, if not more. But I could have them forever while I'm trying to sell them. So it's like, you know what? I got them really inexpensively. I could put them in a lot, make my money, and then maybe someone who has more time could list them all individually on eBay for $10, $15, something like that, make a lot of money. Great. I don't have a problem if somebody makes money off of me. I've already made my money. So I know I've got that. I'm going to have some mixed textiles because I got some great textiles, but some of them have stains. And I'm like, you know what? I could sit here and I could try and clean them all up, and I could try and OxyClean. I could do all this stuff. I don't have the time. So I found the ones that I really wanted. I'm selling those individually. Some of those will be sold in Scott's sale on Monday. But the rest of them, hey, I can package those together. And if you can get an embroidered table runner for $2 each, I'm fine because I'll have made money, and you guys, maybe somebody can spend more time cleaning them up. Or you collect vintage linens. Maybe you don't mind having some watermarks or something. So I'm playing around with that idea, but I just need to make sure I want to not do myself a disservice. I need to have more than 5 people show up and on my sale. So I'll be doing some promotion. Just watch my channel for that. And then, of course, I'm hoping to participate in Beth's drop sale next month, depending on its format. Because if anyone's followed me for a while, I do travel a lot in the fall. And so starting the first week of September, I'm traveling the first week of September. I'm traveling the entire second week of September. I'm traveling half the third week of September. I'm gone a lot. And so it's going to be a lot. So I might do some things on the road. I did that a long time ago, and I haven't done it recently. So I might do something like from the hotel room, something along those lines. We'll see. But that's all I got planned now. So really appreciate everyone who hung out tonight and stuff.
Thanks so much. Yeah. And thank you, Miss Sylvia, and Miss Heidi have already sent me their information. So I really, really appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Absolutely. And thanks. And an absentee thank you to Dee and to Vinny for participating in the drop sale portion. It's fully understandable they couldn't participate in the live sale. That wasn't a condition. But I really appreciate Beth joining me. So I think it just made it more interesting than me trying to look at all this stuff on my own. So I appreciate it. And watch all 4 of our channels and see what all of us have coming up in the future. So thanks everybody for your time. Thanks for putting your trust in Trusty Huckster. Talk to y'all again soon.
Bye, y'all. Y'all stay pretty. Be sweet. Bye-bye.